Hello everybody, welcome to another Fwoosh video review. Today we're taking a look at the new Marvel Legends Hulkbuster series Vision figure. This is another comic book based Vision. It's not based on the recent appearance of the Vision in the Avengers Age of Ultron movie, so we are getting another comic Vision here. I believe this is the third version of the character that we've gotten in the Marvel Legends line. Well, I guess fourth if you're including the Toy Biz phasing variant, but this is the third time we've seen the Vision appear in the Marvel Legends line. First time was Toy Biz Series 7, I do believe, and then he appeared in the Walmart Ares wave, if I'm not mistaken, and now we're seeing him in the Hulkbuster wave. So here he is in the typical Hasbro style Marvel Legends box packaging. These packages are really great, really collector friendly. I love them. Let's see here. In package, we can clearly see the Build-A-Figure piece. He comes with the Hulkbuster's lower torso, and his cape is kind of stored upside down behind him. It's not actually attached to the figure yet. And on either side of the box, we see Doctor Strange or Vision, because it looks like they're kind of box buddies this time around. They kind of share the packaging. So there's Strange in his new kind of current-ish getup, and the Vision also in his new kind of current get up. And there's the rest of the wave, and there's the Hulkbuster all completed, and yeah, packaging. So here it reads, whether by spellcasting sorcery or spectral manipulation, these heroes wield immense power. So that's what we're looking at here. So give me a second while I get the Vision here out of his packaging, and we will take a look at what this figure has to offer us. Sit tight. Alright, here is the Vision outside of his packaging, and as was very plainly evident in the box, he is on the standard new Hasbro kind of serves every purpose for a mid-sized male. The new Bullseye mold is the Bucky cap or the Black Panther mold, whichever you want to call it. But it works really well here. It is such a good-looking mold that even though I have several other figures based on the same mold, the same sculpt, I really can't complain because the new paint job, head sculpt, and I believe this left hand is new. I'm not 100% positive. It's kind of like one of these like stop, halt, stop where you are, or I'm blasting plasma rays out of my hand kind of hands. But again, it's aside from those features, it's nothing we haven't seen before. So all the classic range of motion is there. Articulation is excellent. Double elbows, hinged wrists, head that looks every which way, great range of motion in the legs, double knees, and good old-fashioned ankle tilts and a calf swivel. So, I mean, there's the quick articulation breakdown. I'm only going so fast because nothing about his articulation scheme is new. We've seen it many, many, many times. And that is okay with me because it is such a good body. And I'm really pleased to have it on the Vision. So if we go all the way around here, we see the two-tone greens. There's the darker matte green with the metallic green paint over top. Just to me, that looks really, really sharp. I'm a big fan of it. I really like it. And then we see the peg hole back here, and that's where his cape goes. It is a separate piece. There's the pin right there, and that just plugs in. And there we have the Vision sporting his cape, and the cape doesn't hinder his display ability at all. He's not falling all over the place. I think the cape is actually helping him stand because it is pretty much exactly as long as he is. And I believe this is the same cape that the Ant-Man wave Grim Reaper comes sporting, except this time of course it's yellow. And I really do like the sculpt of that. I like how it stays narrow through the upper torso and then bells out at the bottom. I think that's really, really attractive. It's a hard plastic, so you're not going to get many posability options with the cape. Once it's on him, I mean, it's easy to take off, and I prefer him with the cape, but, there's not a lot of poses, especially in his lower body, you're going to get with the cape on him. You're going to be pretty limited. Let's get a close-up of his face. The face is kind of a good, nice, classic Vision kind of head sculpt. It's very stoic and expressionless, as the Vision often is. I really like that about the character. It's one of my favorite things about him. And there is another version of this figure coming out later in that Target box set, the all-white version. So that's something to look forward to also. let's see here. So here are two other versions of this body that we've seen this year. So this body is getting a lot of use. And the good thing is, I mean, it is such a good kind of mid-sized male buck that it just works for so many purposes. Just give it a paint job and a new head sculpt, and it really doesn't feel redundant. I don't feel like I've bought the same figure 3 times here. Every time I buy one of these figures on this body, I'm really stoked to have it just because I like it so much. It works so well. Hasbro is really doing some good stuff here. Let's see if we can get a shot of him with his lady friend, the Scarlet Witch, if I can get her standing, which is often a lesson in futility because she has some rubbery legs that make her not want to stand. Oh god, this is going to be awful. Yeah, without a stand, she doesn't really like to stand for me. Oh god. Come on, Scarlet. I think I'm just going to have to hold her up here. But, I mean, as you can see, they're about the same size. In person, somehow she looks larger. I don't know why that is, but they're about the same size. I have a bias here, though. I would like Vision to be just slightly taller than her, but I don't know where that bias comes from. I can't remember exactly if he actually is taller than she is. I'm assuming he is, but I don't know for sure. But that's beside the point because, I mean, look at this. We have a really good Scarlet Witch figure and a really good Vision figure at the same time. They came out in the same year. We've been waiting forever for presentable, displayable versions of both of these two together, and here they are finally. So Hasbro, thumbs up. Thumbs up. You're doing some good work here. You're making dreams come true because finally we've got the Vision and the Scarlet Witch together, and they look fantastic. And also with him, as I mentioned before, here is the Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure piece he comes with. It is the lower torso. And this guy, I mean, it's probably going to be like, I don't know, like up to here. The legs are about the size of a figure, 6-inch figure. So Hulkbuster is going to be a pretty formidable Build-A-Figure piece. I'm not going to build him personally. I don't collect the movie figures, so the movie Hulkbuster armor doesn't really do much for me, but I have no doubt in my mind one of our other Fooshers here, probably Robo or Benti or Pabs or someone, will have the Hulkbuster in its entirety up here for you to check out real soon. I have no doubt about that. So here is just the Vision once again, and before I sign off here, let's just get a quick little once-over of all the green goodness here. I really, really, really dig the two-tone green. And the cape does a good job of matching the yellow on his shoulders. It's not perfect, but it's a darn close match, considering how awful yellow paint often is. They did a good job here. The two-tone green, I really like. The metallic green I am a fan of. There are all these weird little like panel lines like on his forearms and thighs and calves that artists are all about these days, I guess just to break up the color. I'm fine with the color, but, you know, there we go. I think it does look cool. And again, I am a big fan of this figure. I can't give you a comparison shot of him with the older Vision figures because I no longer own them. I'm on this, I mean, with more than a decade of Marvel Legends behind us now, I'm on this downsizing mission to have just one version of each character. And this is the version of the Vision. That sounds weird. The version of the Vision that I have chosen to go with on my shelves. So there he is, Vision from the Marvel Legends Hulkbuster Wave by Hasbro. Let us know what you think about this guy. I know this might be a love him or hate him kind of deal. A lot of people just prefer the older figures or the more classic look, but I kind of like this updated look. I'm a fan of it. So let us know what you think. Is this figure a must-have, or is it an easy pass, or what do you have to say? Let us know below in the comments, or comment on our message boards. Let us know what you think on Facebook, Twitter, so on and so forth. We're all over the place. Again, this is the Foosh. Thank you so much for checking us out, and we will see you again really soon with some more Marvel Legends action. Take care.